Oh, we're here. Oh, it's so good to be back at the regular time at 8 o'clock. How's it going, everybody? Man, I don't know what it is. I just feel great today. It's a nice day outside after 2 days of ungodly rain and cold and wind. It's fantastic. I've had a great day. I've been prepping heartily for the show. How's it going? My name's Doug Lackey. I am veteran columnist of Wrestleview.com and co-host alongside Adam Martin, editor-in-chief of Wrestleview.com, where we cover all WWE pay-per-views on Wrestleview Live. But not this week. Well, maybe not this week. Well, we'll get into that later with this odd pay-per-view time and day that we have going on this week. But welcome to Wrestleview Weekly, where we will be going over WWE television from Monday and Tuesday, the Raw, Monday Night Raw, Smackdown Live, or we call the Red Show and the Blue Show, or as today it is called, the Braun Hot Tag Show and the Fist to Dick Show. Also going to be going over the week's news. Going to go over maybe a light injury recap. We had an injury scare this week, but it has been averted. Thank goodness. I know that this has been weighing heavily on everyone's heart today, but no injury additions, but a scare this week. Also, going to be going over predictions for the greatest Royal Rumble pay-per-view that's coming up this Friday, and also my 2 cents on all the talk about no women being on the show, and, you know, all the talk being about WWE will do anything for money. But we're going to kind of try to quell that a little bit with just talking about what's going on in the nation of Saudi Arabia, as well as talking about the show itself and some predictions. And also holding my feet to the fire like we did for the Superstar Shakeup, where, again, there are consequences if I get predictions wrong. So, we have that. Also, the match of the night that we're going to be watching is in inspiration to the fabulously fun tag team match we had on Monday Night Raw involving Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn going up against Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman. Every match that I have been watching so far has been either some hole-in-the-wall show that you find at a National Guard armory or a Dark Overlord Meltzer 5-star match. Well, tonight we are going to watch a 5-star match from Dark Overlord Meltzer, but it's a tag match. It's going to be a tag team match involving Toshiaki. Am I pronouncing that right? Toshiaki Kawada and Genichiro Tenryu going up against Stan Hansen and Terry Bam Bam Gordy from All Japan Pro Wrestling back in 1988. Man, I'm really looking forward to this one just because of how old it is. It's nearly 30 years old. I can't wait to check this one out. Just to give you a heads up, see up above me, you got the little bar up there that says 42 to 100 Wrestle Kingdom 12. If I can get to 100 followers, I will watch Wrestle Kingdom 12. Never seen it. Hope to see it sometime soon. Also, if you have any suggestions for matches that I should check out and I'll watch blindly on this show, feel free to send them to me via direct message on my Twitter, @DougWrestleview is where you can find it. Just send them to me. Just as long as you know they are not owned by the WWE or owned by any other entity that'll make us be pirated, because what I'm hoping to do is to have these shows uploaded on YouTube. And this will be, I believe, one of our first fully uploaded shows onto YouTube since we'll be watching an All Japan match. So we don't have to worry about copyrights. If that's the case and I'm watching a match that is by New Japan or another entity and the Gestapo happens to want to come over to YouTube and put the kibosh on it, then we may take a small little break in between before the match starts so that we can have the show uploaded onto YouTube, and then you can hop onto the Twitch, hop onto the video on demand, and check out the match alongside with me. But that's not going to be the case today because we're going to be watching something from All Pro Japan, APJW. That's what we're checking out. Okay. First off, why am I drinking scotch when it's not really a celebration? Well, I had a long work week. I've got today off and tomorrow off, so I'm indulging a little bit. And frankly, Monday Night Raw put me in a fabulous mood for the week. All because of goddamn that tag match. But let's get into it, okay? Let's talk about the Red Show. Okay, gonna talk about the Red Show. If I can bring up my stuff here. There you go, down below. Yep, that's the match we're going to be watching. Here we go. All right. The Red Show, Monday Night Raw. So Bork Laser comes on out and, says he's going to beat Roman Reigns' ass, and out come Roman Reigns, and he's going to win, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. That's how you start. I'm surprised we did not start. Well, we actually started Monday Night Raw. I'm sorry. I kind of got ahead of myself because I saw the picture. We started with a fabulous montage of Bruno Sammartino and had the 10-bell salute. Great montage commemorating him. On the WWE Network, there is a biography on him that you should absolutely check out. Seriously, if it were not for Sammartino, there would be no WWE. And it's because of him that he put Madison Square Garden on the map and made it the entertainment arena that it is. So, for what it's worth, good history lesson. Check it out. familiarize yourself with who Bruno Sammartino is, other than just some guy who held on to a championship belt for a long, long time. It's a very, very good show. But like I said, yeah, Roman Reigns came out addressing the cage match and yada, 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 yada. Elias is in the ring. He's about to sing us a song, but then, dung, the piano chord. Out comes Bobby Roode. They have a match, and Elias wins this one out of nowhere. Nice small little program we're going to have going on right there between those two. That'll be fun. Not involving a belt or anything. That sounds like fun. The Ascension is in the ring, awaiting their opponents, the guys who will be going against, the bar for the Raw tag titles. It'd be Woken, Matt Hardy, and Bray Wyatt. Grash saying date and commentary are wrong. I bet he did it on purpose. Probably. Who knows? The Ascension, who, by God, I still love the Ascension. I love their music. I love them. But hey, they go ahead and take the canvas to Hardy and Wyatt, which was a good fun match. I'm really digging the Matt Hardy stopping a match and saying wonderful and telling everyone to get up and give a standing applause and everything. I really like that. I love the sarcasm behind that. I think it's fabulous. I love it every chance I see it. But yeah, so there's that. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens get themselves a little talk show to take the place of Miz TV that is now going to be over on the Blue Show that we'll talk about later. And their guest is Kurt Angle, who they bring on out and bust out a lawn chair for him to sit in, which was ungodly hilarious. And so they just start jaw-jacking back and forth, referencing all the stuff they did in the Blue Show and Shane McMahon and how does it feel to have Stephanie McMahon, you go over your head. She's your boss and put us on and blah, 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 blah. And Angle just appreciates the way that they treated him, and he says to pay him back at the Greatest Royal Rumble because he's going to be in that match. He's going to pay him back. But so will Daniel Bryan, Chris Jericho, and every other superstars they've endeared themselves to over the years. But that was Friday, and on Monday they were going to have a tag match against Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman. Yeah. Oh boy. Can't wait for this one. Seth Rollins is backstage texting who knows what. Hopefully it's not a picture that he's sending. Mr. Raj comes up and they said goodbye to the Miz, but they want to reclaim their future, and so they bust out their Rollins t-shirts and want to say that they could be the new Shield. Rollins takes a pass on that one. Later tonight, there's going to be a 10-woman tag match for the main event. Sure. And then coming up next, we got Titus Worldwide going up against the tag team of Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. And McIntyre and Ziggler get the pin on that one. Cut a promo following the match, which was a great way to establish the character that McIntyre is. Basically saying that he is alongside Ziggler in that they are wake-up calls to a very lackadaisical and unambitious Raw locker room, where basically Drew McIntyre is here to show the world, and Dolph Ziggler's there to do it. A lot of comparisons have been made of this duo of McIntyre and Ziggler to that of Shawn Michaels and Diesel. I don't see it. I really don't see it at all, just because Shawn Michaels was not in the Federation as long as Ziggler was, and did not have the character of I'm better than everyone else, and I show it all the time, and I have all the titles to back it up, but no one respects it. I don't know. I really don't like that, but I do like the line that they're taking of a locker room that is not ambitious and that is just collecting paychecks. I kind of like that idea. It's about time, instead of pinning it on, we put on the best show and you should respect that, now it is, we are better than everyone else, and here's why. It's not because we're just better, it's because they suck. Okay? That is a way better way to go about establishing a character and establishing a persona is you find a foil. Okay, the Dolph Ziggler character of I put on the best show every night. Well, who is that against? It's just in the match that you're in, and if you lose the match, what does that say about your character? This is a way better way of putting together a character, is when you have others to go against and telling them why. Now we know why. Now it all makes sense. What does this amount to? Who the hell knows? Right now, they're just starting. They're just starting right now. And so we can't really say for certain how far it's going to go. Who's going to turn on who eventually? Are they ever going to sniff titles? It doesn't matter. Right now, we're just laying the foundation is what we're doing on here. Kurt Angle backstage. Chad Gable walks in, says he doesn't intend to waste his opportunity. Angle says he knows that. Gable asks how Jason Jordan is. Angle says he'll be back soon, but you're here as a singles competitor, and out comes Jinder Mahal. He's angry that Angle is making him defend, trying to go after the title against Jeff Hardy. He's still angry about all of that from last week. Mahal says the greatest Royal Rumble, he's going to get back the title. Mahal demands to be sent back to SmackDown Live. That ain't happening. Instead, he's going to have a match against Chad Gable. So they have that match, and Chad Gable gets a roll-up. He gets a little roll-up there, kind of like Bret Hart, Roddy Piper from WrestleMania 8. Yeah, nice little stuff there. Nice little program to do between those two. It's always good for Raw or any TV program to have these smaller programs going on that don't involve titles or anything, but just as long as they stay on TV and they keep performing, it's going to mean something. And it's going to show you that these characters are important to the roster. So, kudos to them. I got no problem with that. It was an okay match. I mean, nothing to jump up and down about. Renee Young backstage with the Riot Squad. Blah, blah, blah. Riot Squad says they are like a can of tear gas. They're equal opportunity agitators. Everyone will be on their knees begging for help. More tweets about Bruno Sammartino. Replays showing the Roman Reigns Bork Laser promo. Samoa Joe is shown in a pre-tape. Says that Joe says Brock Lesnar is going to leave Roman Reigns buried in the sands in the desert. And then after that, he's going to go against Roman Reigns at Backlash just because he wants to. Dots, how do I get an interview? I don't know. Everyone gets an interview. Especially on this show, everyone seems to get an interview. But then we come up to the reason you've got to watch this show. This is the reason you got to watch this show. This tag match between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman. Okay. This showcased all four of them so well. How dastardly and shrewd Owens and Zayn are, and just how powerful and dominant Lashley and Strowman are. Owens flopping like a fish is always a wonder to behold. Zayn being the small fry to take all the lumps. Perfect. There's nothing else I could really say about this match other than the hot tag. My lord, the hot tag. Okay? I was watching this hot tag on a loop for well over a half hour today and almost another half hour yesterday and the day before that. That's why I'm in such a good mood. Okay? It is this. The hot tag. For one, we don't see Braun Strowman in tag team matches a lot. But now that he is so molten lava hot over as a babyface right now, it is just, why the hell not? Why not give him the hot tag? And holy hell, the crowd was jacked for this. Check out this. This is the hot tag from Monday.
Wait a minute, where's he going? Shoulder tackle! Nearly drove Owens to a barricade! And now Sami Zayn feels the wrath.
Just watch how Owens sells these shoulder tackles.
Where's he going now? Wherever he wants. Oh my God, Kevin just got back to his feet, and he got steamrolled again! it's Sami Zayn's turn.
God, it's like Strowman swinging a redwood with those clotheslines.
Turn inside out. Kevin, don't get up.
That's them hands.
Don't get up, Kevin. No, drop
A T-Rex drop kick from Braun
You
Strowman.
gotta be kidding me. Booker just threw his pencil up 40 feet.
Oh my God. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. God, can I watch it again? I'm sorry. For God's sakes, it's one of the best things that I've seen all week is this hot tag. Okay? Pardon me.
Wait a minute, where's he going?
Oh, what a shoulder tackle. Nearly drove Owens to a barricade. And now Sami Zayn feels the wrath of Strowman.
Listen to the announcers, though. That's the other thing, too, is listen to the
Where's
announcers.
he going now?
Wherever he
Oh,
wants.
God. Kevin had
They're just having a
got
ball.
to his feet, and he
They're
got
just having a ball with
steamrolled
this.
again. And now it's Sami Zayn's turn.
God, it's
Itself.
like Strowman swinging a redwood with those clotheslines.
Turn inside out. Kevin, don't get up.
That's them hands.
Don't get up, Kevin. No, drop
A
kick.
T-Rex drop kick from Braun
You
Strowman.
gotta be kidding me. Booker just threw his pencil up 40 feet in the air.
Yes, I am a humongous Braun Strowman mark, okay? If you want to call me a mark, fine. I laugh when he does stuff like this. I'm not cheering. I'm not booing or anything. I'm just laughing and having a good time. And by God, I hope you're doing the same thing when that was happening, okay? It was just ungodly amounts of fun. Great amounts of fun. And I guess what I really like most of when Strowman has a match of some kind, especially on Monday Night Raw, is the announcers just seem to be so organic. The announcers really feel organic to me when Strowman has a match. They're just there having a blast. They're there having a great time. They aren't listening to lines that are being fed to them. They are reacting organically to what they're seeing because what they are doing, I know I would be doing too. Okay? Saying that Booker threw his pencil 40 feet in the air, by God, I'd be doing the same thing. Corey Graves laughing at every single bump that Owens and Zayn is doing. Yes, I would be doing the same thing. Cole just saying, Kevin, don't get up, please don't get up. Yes, that's exactly what I would be saying. Okay. The announcers are so organic when it's a Braun Strowman match. That's why I don't buy this argument of the announcing team is the worst that it's been in so long. God, no. Absolutely not. And it's not just because of one person, whether it be Corey Graves or not. It's because they're all gelling together and just sounding organic, especially with Braun Strowman's matches. Other matches, yes, it is kind of cringeworthy. But Strowman matches are just a sight to behold. One big part is for the announcing. They are just so organic, just so into it, laughing at everything, and you can't help it. You cannot help it seeing that big guy slugging people around. You can't help it. When they were showing the replays of the hot tag, Cole said that Booker T is just laughing. He couldn't say anything. And then when Cole brings up that, imagine if these two are seriously tag teaming together, you hear Booker T just trying to catch his breath go, it's not fair. That's not fair. And so this is one of the more fun matches that I've seen in probably the past 3 weeks of television on Monday Night Raw, is this one. Go out of your way to watch this match. The full hot tag is just gorgeous, just absolutely fun to watch. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. There's no reason for you not to like it. There is none at all. There's a little gif from TDE. And God, Owen sells so well. Oh my God. Yeah. Entertainment being actually entertaining. Yeah. Who'd have thunk it? Yep. Even Tedesco from our Wrestleview page. Amazing hot tag for Strowman. That guy is wicked over. I know they gave him some cool offense, but does Lashley's return feel a little like an afterthought so far? There seems to be no plan or reason for him to be there at the moment. Yes, that is correct. But that's why they put him along Strowman, to make you feel like he is a big deal. What do they have planned for him? I don't know, but him going against Strowman is not a good idea. Them tagging together? Yeah, that's an idea. But right now, it doesn't really seem like they have a plan, but it's only been 2 weeks. Let's give it some time. We know Lashley will probably be in the Greatest Royal Rumble. We know that. What's he going to be doing at Backlash? Who knows? He may not even be on Backlash. Who knows? But for the time being, it's only been 2 weeks since the shakeup. I mean, it's only been 2 weeks, period. Okay? Since he re-debuted. So let's give it some time. Okay? Apparently, we're going to see Baron Corbin next. He was going to have a match against No Way Jose. He said no. The conga line goes back up, and Corbin beats him from behind. Yeah. Fake ad for bullying regarding Alexa Bliss. That's kind of fun. Kind of a fun thing. Finn Balor backstage had a segment with the Miz Taraj where the Miz Taraj tried to make part of Balor Club, and he said no. And so now we've got a tag match involving Finn Balor and Seth Rollins versus the Miz Taraj. I don't know if you're going to be seeing the Demon Finn Balor for a while. That's just me. Hey, that's CJ. Navigator Bowman, thank you for following. Appreciate it, bud. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be seeing a Demon Balor for a long, long time. Not just because, the Balor Club is now in full effect, and now we're being all-inclusive. The last thing we want to do is scare some of these people away. Yeah, can't help it. Is he entertaining at all? I don't think so. For one, I gotta know. He is the only one that I know of that can walk around shirtless wearing a leather jacket and no one say that's a bad idea. Okay? Seriously. You try. I wish I had a physique to be able to do that, but even if I had a physique, I would never walk around in public shirtless wearing a leather jacket. It looks stupid. Okay? Leather vest, do that. Stone Cold pulled that off. But not a jacket. Come on. It looks stupid. I don't know what kind of club you're running, but if there's a no shirt, no shoes, no service, then damn it, what kind of club do you have? 10-woman tag. Lots of really weird, wacky things happened. Natalya, it turned into a big schmoz. Natalya tweaked her knee, and Mickie James tried to beat her up. Then Ronda Rousey comes up to help out help out Natalya, and then Mickie James drop kicks her, and Yep. And then Ronda Rousey got in there and started yanking on Mickie James' arm, and that's going to be her first opponent. And that is smart. Smart. Okay? To be at Ronda and Mickie James. That'll be her first legitimate match on television. Or a pay-per-view. Either one. But that is a great one-on-one match to have. I think that's a fabulous idea. Murderface Rousey is the best thing ever. Yes. We need memes of that everywhere. In fact, whenever I kind of tick off my girlfriend, that's the look she gives me. So, yeah, it is a murder face for sure. So that's the Red Show. Take your time out of the way to watch the tag match. That is the reason you should be happy this week, is that match. By God, it is just so great.
Strowman! Where's he going now?
Indulge me.
Corbin just got back to his feet, and he got steamrolled.
All right. I gotta stop. I'm gonna get lost again. Okay, the Blue Show. On to the Blue Show. The Fist to Dick Show. No longer need to face show. But Finn got that DX NWO rub. We don't know what Finn does anymore. And really, frankly, I can't dwell on that right now. I don't want to waste too much time on something that's not entertaining. We'll put it that way. Who cares what he does? Please just have him well, I would love to see Strowman throw him across the ring a few times, but that ain't going to be happening. Don't mention the word rub with Finn Balor, though. I mean, you might get different ideas. Miz TV. Miz TV is on the Blue Show, and he's saying that Daniel Bryan is his guest. Well, where's the Daniel Bryan? He's waiting for him. Where's the Daniel Bryan? No, the Big Cass comes out, and the Big Cass lays down the line on why he's a sourpuss. Lays it down. Big Cass saying this is about Daniel Bryan. It's about the average Joe. He says that Daniel Bryan should be his garbage man. Instead of picking up his trash on Tuesday, he comes out and spews trash to everybody in the crowd. Big Cass says he knows what it's like to be Daniel Bryan, to be beaten, bullied, and pushed around. Until one day he got sick and tired of it, and he started to grow. And he grew to 7 feet tall. And when he grew, he went back to everyone who made fun of him and beat the shit out of him. He says Daniel Bryan reminds him of himself when he was a little guy, and he despises it. And here he is in the WWE. He didn't have to work in Japan or the indie scene because he's tall, educated, and good looking. And he was snazzy in his suit, by the way. He's very, very snazzy in that suit. Taking his time to put on the watch. Oh, that's great stuff. Make sure Daniel Bryan goes back to where he belongs, battered, bruised, and retired. Throws his mic and leaves the ring. It was this promo and this right here that we understand why Big Cass is in the WWE. We understand it now. He has got a voice, for one. He has got probably one of the most succinct, enunciated voices you will ever hear. He has an announcer's voice. I've been told that I have an announcer's voice, but I'm jealous of his. Man, has he got one. And to be on your own, to, just work on bullet points, but maybe you couldn't tell if it was just bullet points. You couldn't tell if he was ad-libbing. It doesn't matter if you could tell if he was ad-libbing or not because it flowed. He had a flow. He had a cadence to his entire promo. He had the mannerisms. He had the facial expressions to go along with it. And by God, I bought it, okay? I'm sold on Cass, all right? He's going to be around for a while. He's going to be around for a good long time. There are not many 7-footers or big men that are on the WWE main roster, but there are also not many that can get on a mic like he can. He is fantastic. Yeah, when he's just talking, he's not so much, but when he's got an attitude about him, he's got something going on, oh yeah, he's good. Oh, he's very good. So yeah, he's doing a great job helping us forget what the other thing was that came with him. Okay? I don't think we need to worry about that. And what's more is they aren't going to put him alongside Carmella. There's no point in that. Yes, they aren't an item anymore, blah, 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 blah. But that doesn't matter. Okay? They're both doing separate things, and there's no point to be doing that. Big Cass Daniel Bryan program for the next 2 months, I'm for. They have a match lined up for Backlash. They're both going to be probably in the Greatest Royal Rumble. So yeah, fun stuff. I like fun stuff. Can we have a second match after that be a no DQ match or maybe a submissions match? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I kind of like the idea. Sure, what will they be doing after that? Who the hell knows? But it is classic David versus Goliath. That's right, Andrew. It's classic David versus Goliath. And way to reintroduce everyone to who Daniel Bryan is. And I know I can't believe that I'm saying that. And it's, how in the hell could you not know who Daniel Bryan is? Well, he was out of the ring for 3 years. But before then, that was his MO, was being the ultimate underdog, the average guy, the average Joe. The guy who's under 6 feet tall, beating the guys that are taller than him by a substantial margin. That's what this is going to be about, is reestablishing him, but also establishing Big Cass. And it looks like it's going to be done very well. I'm very, very intrigued by this program. This is going to be very, very interesting. Iconics are in the ring. They start talking smack about Becky Lynch and Asuka. They have a match, and the Iconics won because they had their feet on the ropes. Yay, cheating. Yay, Asuka losing again. Yay, more of that. Yes, later on there's going to be a 6-man tag match involving AJ Styles and Gallows and Anderson going up against... who is he going up against? Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev Day. Yes, the women's match was a very sloppy match. Rowan versus Jimmy Uso. So, what's going on with this is the Usos and the Bludgeon Brothers got a tag title match coming up at the Greatest Royal Rumble. So we got that. But in the meantime, we've got this program going on the Blue Show where Naomi is worried that her husband, Jimmy, is getting beat up a lot. She's worried that these big angry white guys with hammers are going to beat up her hubby. She came out and distracted the Bludgeon Brothers when Brother Jay came over and kicked him in the face. Kicked Harper in the face. That distracted Rowan for Jimmy to get the roll up. So there you go. I really don't know what to make of this. I really don't know. I love the idea of her distracting the Bludgeon Brothers. I really do, because hey, they I don't know what it is, but I just had that vision of the Sir Mix-a-Lot Baby Got Back music video. Naomi comes out, and then the Bludgeon Brothers remind me of the white guy in glasses adjusting his tie in the music video. What white guy gets distracted from a big black booty? Who doesn't? I do. Yeah, because I can't see in front of me because it's so big. So, but yeah, that's what happened there. Jimmy gets the roll up. There you go. New drinking game, take a drink whenever the Greatest Royal Rumble is mentioned. If you just started playing that game an hour into the show, and now you're going to be doing that for the final hour of the Blue Show, you're not going to work tomorrow. Contract signing between Carmella and Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship that's going to be defended at Backlash. Was a nice fun little shindig. I don't need to describe it to you. You know what happens. There you go. Randy Orton versus Shelton Benjamin, because Shelton Benjamin does Shelton Benjamin things and Randy Orton does Randy Orton things. Shelton Benjamin won this one. Who'd have thunk that? Also, by the way, you had what else did we have here? You had Jeff Hardy was sitting at ringside, and then there was a masked man ran into the ring, and Orton grabbed him, pulled it off as Sunil Singh. So you got the 4 people in this match for the Greatest Royal Rumble. We'll get into that later. Oh boy, Deadpool Singh. I guess so. Backstage, the New Day is celebrating the launch of the Book of Booty. They get interrupted by The Bar. Tell New Day not to worry, because after they win back the Raw titles, they'll be back on Raw. Sheamus says it's clear that the competition on SmackDown doesn't stack up. Sheamus says that after he grabs a stack of pancakes, and then they walk away. So there you go. Let's see. Renee is with Daniel Bryan, who's got a big ice pack on his shoulder because he was attacked backstage. That's why he didn't make it out to Miz TV. Got blindsided by a coward. He states, why would a 7-foot-tall man attack someone from behind? That he spoke to Paige at Backlash. That's what's going to happen. They're going to have a match at Backlash. 6-man tag main event. Rusev Day and Fist to Dick Shinsuke Nakamura going up against AJ Styles and his fellow Japanese friends. Nakamura and Rusev Day won this one. Lots of tomfoolery, lots of chicanery involving fist to dick, knee to face. Not a whole lot of Rusev Day. It's all about Nakamura. So yeah, that's your Blue Show. Was there anything worth watching on the Blue Show? Yes, the Big Cass promo. The Big Cass promo is what's known. So also, yeah, thank you for reminding me, Andrew. New intro music for Nakamura. New intro music. Really don't feel like looking it up. Don't really feel like playing it because it kind of sounds like garbled to me. I need to take some more time to listen to it, you know? Kind of, I don't know, it feels like they mishmashed his theme with some Japanese Limp Bizkit. It's just me. I mean, I don't know. The whole rap metal thing just never really stuck to me, I guess. But who am I? Again, I probably need to listen to it a couple of more times to like it. One Ichiban. Yes, they say Ichiban. Yes, you know what else is Ichiban? The steakhouse down the road from me. That's why I know what that means. Yeah. All I asked for, Frank, all I asked for 2 years was a reason to care about Nakamura. Why I didn't expect was for him to be the best part. He is the best part of SmackDown right now. It's not his show, it's the AJ Styles show, but yes, we do have a reason to care about Nakamura. We now don't have to worry about Herpy Derpy Face getting on the yellow bus to get to the show. We now just have to cup our hands in front of our privates so that he doesn't punch them. That is great. It is fabulous. So there you go. That's the red show and the blue show. If you don't mind me, I need to get primed some more.
Shoulder tackle. Nearly drove into a barricade. And now Sami Zayn feels the wrath of Strowman. Where's he going now?
Beep, beep.
Back to his feet, and he got steamrolled again. And now it's Sami Zayn's turn.
All right, enough of that. All right. Stop it. I gotta stop. Okay. All right. Yes, the no speak English. Yes, they're gonna have to make that a T-shirt sometime. If they don't make it a T-shirt, the fans are gonna make it a sign. So yeah, that's gonna be happening soon. We know that. On to news. On to the news of the weeks of the things. By the way, I want to freshen up here a little bit. Yeah. God, love me scotchy scotch. Love me scotchy scotch Johnny Black, especially when I got the day off tomorrow. Seeing his new wingman sign was on Raw. Yeah, I guess so. Vader is back in the hospital just days after his initial release. He was diagnosed with pneumonia. That is not good. That is not good at all. Yeah, not good at all. Announced on Twitter yesterday being on the 20th, that he was hospitalized due to pneumonia. In the tweet, he mentioned that his pain is through the roof and he cannot breathe. Here's a brief timeline of his health issues. Less than 2 years ago, Vader revealed that he had congestive heart failure. March 26th, his son Jesse announced that he underwent open heart surgery. Then a few days on the 13th, he was announced to be released from the hospital. 19th, he went back, diagnosed with pneumonia. Something about after the surgery about getting back in the ring. No. He's just saying that he's working you. Stop it. Vader ain't going anywhere. The only place that he's going is home to rest. He's the kind of guy I'd like to see having a podcast, just like every other wrestler having a podcast right now because it's cheap. And you can get your friends to get on there, and it's an easy way to make a quick buck, and you can get a sponsorship if you can. Vader, you can do the same thing. Dude, imagine him. He could be doing stuff for, University of Colorado. Imagine, he can do a lot of stuff, outside of wrestling. He could make a good amount of money doing stuff for the University of Colorado. Or doing stuff online, or doing something entertaining-wise like that. You don't need to get back in the ring. No, he's just working you. I'm not buying that for a second. Yeah, just don't let him watch Ospreay. Yeah, if you let him watch Ospreay, he'll want to get back in the ring. Also ended up coming up on the wire on the 20th. Davey Boy Smith is now wanted for battery regarding an incident with Jake the Snake Roberts in New Orleans. TMZ reported that Davey Boy Smith, son of British Bulldog, is now wanted for battery by New Orleans police following an incident with Jake the Snake Roberts over WrestleMania weekend. According to the TMZ report, Smith reportedly threw coffee in the face of Roberts, and the police department is now investigating allegations. He threw coffee on him. Wanted for battery. For coffee. Face of a tough guy right there. And you're wanted on battery charges for throwing coffee at someone. It's an incident. Smith reported openly, and he admitted to it openly. Coffee is what this is about. The whole Jericho Kane program. Threw coffee on him, now we're going to fight about it. Yeah, it's a work. Yeah. Smith threw coffee at him. Smith saying it was all about comments Roberts made about his father who passed away back in May of 2002. Yeah, I'm buying a work on this one. Yep, definitely taking a work on this one. All right. You know who this guy is? I sure don't, but you know what? He's working again with the WWE. This guy is John Gaburick. Recently finished up with Impact Wrestling at the end of last year, and he's now back in a new role with the WWE, according to PW Insider. Gaburick is reportedly in Saudi Arabia right now working on the pre-production for the Greatest Royal Rumble pay-per-view that's coming up on Friday. He was a big part of the early years of the Tough Enough series and would later take on production role with TNA. His responsibilities with the company would increase, including a role with talent relations, and then taking on bigger management role after the Anthem purchase and parting ways with Jeff Jarrett. Now, yes, the role that he played with Tough Enough was a big one. However, to say that you do that and that leads you into talent relations for another company that wants to be so like the WWE, that shows you kind of what the hiring practices are of the company that had this much backing of Gaburick. But Gaburick coming back to the WWE and doing what he does best, and that is production. That is production. Great. It's fabulous. And put along that you brought also in the other guy from TNA, the other guy from Borash. You brought Borash in to be a production hand. So the WWE right now, it seems to be really piling on to production hands is what they're doing. And a lot of it, I think, has to do with the emboldening of the WWE network. You're going to be seeing a lot more content coming onto the network involving other shows, new entities that we will get into later on. Okay? Later on. Got an update on Dolph Ziggler's contract. Despite reports about Dolph Ziggler agreeing to new terms on a contract with WWE, PW Insider is now reporting that Ziggler remains under his original deal that is scheduled to expire later this summer. Ziggler told Chris Van Vliet in an interview over WrestleMania weekend that he had a short amount of time left on his current deal and that he remains in negotiations with the WWE. Ziggler was recently pushed over to the Raw brand for the Superstar Shakeup. So apparently he does not have a new contract right now. His time will be ending in the summer. Will he have a new contract lined up? Who knows? Will it really matter? I don't think it'll be of any consequence. I would like to think they would like to give him a new contract, but depends on what he can produce TV-wise these next 2 months. Okay? Or is he just going to keep coasting like he's been for the past 5 years? Also, this is interesting here, this restraining order against an obsessed fan. There's this guy, Armando Alejandro Montalvo. If you don't know the stories about this Joker, I think he's been arrested for trespassing at least 5 or 6 times on the Full Sail campus. Doing all kinds of weird stuff. To call him an obsessed fan, I don't know. He resurfaced at a WWE live event in Florida this year and began harassing employees, yelling obscenities and concerning staff. Fan also began posting cryptic messages. A lot of them being, he says, WWE says they learned Montalvo posted an Instagram message on April 4th, cryptically threatening wrestlers and staff rushed to court to get an immediate restraining order against him because they fear he's a serious threat. Yes, he is. Yeah, he is a very serious threat. He's been, just look it up. I'm not going to look it up on here, but he has been arrested numerous times for trespassing on full campus grounds. Whack job of a guy. Whack job of a guy. So The Rock says that Ricochet is the leader of a new era. I don't know what era that is. Fan on Twitter noted Ricochet pulled off the rock bottom flip. We call it Spanish Fly. At a recent NXT live event, tagging The Rock, who said Ricochet as a future champ and would be the leader ushering in the new era of the wrestling business. Thanks, man. That truly means the world. Pride of Paducah, Kentucky. I got nothing. Well, I don't want to say if The Rock was drunk or high. He was just responding to someone saying that some guy did a flippy move of his move. That's all. Again, I don't know what era. He's only going to be headed to 205. He sure as hell ain't going to any main roster. That's for damn sure. Or he's just going to be staying in NXT. Yeah. I don't know what the hell kind of era that he's talking about there. Speaking of eras, Scott D'Amore says he wants to earn back one fan at a time with Impact Wrestling. It's going to take a while, Scott. Sports Illustrated is featuring a lengthy interview with him talking about Impact Wrestling and the regime in charge. And they had their redemption pay-per-view last week. D'Amore on why Impact rebranding will take some time. He says, quote, there is no short game to this. There is no magic pill or snapping of your fingers. Our goal is to make a bunch of small decisions. Those small decisions are going to slowly lead to things getting better and building a little momentum. Parting ways with Alberto El Patron. I don't really want to talk. I don't want to look at that stuff. Yeah. On changes in growth plans. Yeah, it's not going to happen overnight, and hopefully at the end of 2018, we can look back on where we were at the start of 2018 and say we've come a long way. We need to make smart decisions. WrestleCon in New Orleans was our 5th live event in the past 6 weeks, and it's the 4th one that sold out. Those are baby steps. Historically, this company hasn't always done that. We need to say we're going to do something and then do it. If we keep constantly being honest and working hard, then hopefully the fan base will come back, and we're going to have to earn them back one fan at a time. And if you want to check spoilers, you'll see why gaining one fan at a time is going to take a while. I'm sure. No, I don't want to look at the spoilers. I don't really care. I invested enough of my time and money into them. Yeah, don't think so. I brought up this here just because we need an update on Dean Ambrose's return. During an appearance on KFM Mornings in South Africa, Seth Rollins revealed that Dean Ambrose is expected to return from his injury late spring, early summer. Well, it's April 25th. Maybe in a month? Couple months? Yeah. I guess that's the timetable we're looking at right there for Dean Ambrose. So, yeah. I guess that sounds about right. 2 months? 2 months sounds about right. Chris Jericho and why he thinks Roman Reigns can't get over his contract status with the WWE. Why does Chris Jericho? Why does Chris Jericho think that Roman Reigns can't get over? Why does he think that? I think he's like a modern-day John Cena. For years, fans just booed Cena because they think it's a cool thing to do. They're not paying any attention to what he's really doing, and that's what Roman is now. They just see Roman and they just start booing because it's the thing rather than just shutting up and watching the guy for what he is, which is a great performer. And that'll come. Obviously, if he turned heel, he'd get over, but if he turned heel, all the people that booed him would start cheering him. I think it's just a matter of time and staying the course, and he needs to do some. Reigns is over. People are reacting to him. Period. Doesn't matter what the hell they're doing. Reigns is over. He is over. They're booing because he's over. They're reacting. Yeah. That's what I think. Said he wanted to throw a fireball at Roman Reigns. I had an idea I wanted to do, and I pitched it to Vince. I wanted to throw a fireball at Roman's eyes and blind him like an old school Memphis idea. Vince said he'd think about it. We were going to have a program, and then it changed. If we had a long program, I probably could have got it done. So there's a secret exclusive for you.
Well, if I had a program, that's what I would have done.
Well, if I had a program with him, I'd take a barbed wire bat. Well, if this other guy had a program with him, he would trip him with some shoestrings, tying his shoes together. I'm not going to talk about the rest of it. Workity work. Workity work. Triple H addressing no female talent on the card for this Friday's Great Royal Rumble event. This is what everyone is in a tizzy about right now. Why there are no vaginas in Saudi Arabia's show for Friday. He quickly addressed the cultural differences on why women will not be on the card. I understand that people are questioning it, but you have to understand that every culture is different, and just because you don't agree with a certain aspect of it, it doesn't mean it's not a relevant culture. While women are not competing in the event, we have had discussions about that and hope that in the next few years that they will be. That is a significant cultural shift in Saudi Arabia. Yes, it is. To even have the discussions about it happening is a tremendous cultural shift, and we'll talk about that also in a little bit. Also noted the country is currently in the middle of a shift in thinking. It is. The country is in the middle of a shift in how it is dealing with that. The position is changing, the rights are changing, as are the way women are handled and treated in society. We think it's a great thing, and we're excited to be at the forefront of that change. You talk about the cultural shift in the world, and just a few months ago, we were in Abu Dhabi and had the first ever match with women competing, with a crowd of women, men, and little boys in the audience with tears in their eyes. The audience was chanting, "This is hope. This is cultural change." So, there you go. The reason why there aren't, it's a different culture, but they're slowly changing. You gotta give them time. There are some statistics about that. We'll get into that. I'm just going to blow through these real quick. Jerry Lawler implying that the female talent is receiving pay for the Greatest Royal Rumble event. That's what he say. Let's see. During a recent episode on Dinner with the King podcast, because Jerry the King Lawler has a podcast, he was joined by Jim Cornette to discuss the Friday's Greatest Royal Rumble event. Cornette suggested that the contracted female talent in WWE receive a heck of a payoff for not being allowed to be booked on the card for an event that the WWE is expected to be paid for very well. When Cornette made the comment, Lawler added that he thinks that's exactly what's happening regarding the female talent not flying to Saudi Arabia and not being booked for the event that will stream live. So, yeah. Okay. So they might get paid. Okay. So be it. They get a day off and they get paid for it. Man, I like that idea. Hey, look who showed up at the Blue Show. D'Angelo Dinero. Elijah Burke. Kofi's Enterprise Rent-A-Car driving buddy. Yep, he was there. Does that mean anything? No. He's just there. That's all. Burke noted that he visited him just to hang out with him. Yeah, seen his friend. I don't know what that... Who knows? Who knows? Just don't... I don't know. Whatever. Dear God, there's a lot of news that's right now confusing me, to tell you the truth. And I don't understand, why it seems to be a big thing, but people make it too much of a thing. Are there any comments on this? I'm going to see if there are any comments, because that's where all the fun stuff happens. No. Okay. No real comments on that. Oh, and here's our injury scare for the week. With Zack Ryder injured his knee before Raw Monday. Had some tests done and found that it was only an MCL-ACL calf muscle strain and nothing is torn. No surgery is needed. He noted that he would not be leaving with the rest of the talent to Saudi Arabia earlier this week as he flew to Orlando to get it checked out. It remains to be seen if he's going to be part of the show on Friday. He might grab a red eye to go to it. We'll see. I don't see why not. If he's good to go, he's good to go. And when you're good to go and you want to get some of that big fat money cake that Saudi Arabia is sending you, hell yeah, you're going to get better. So you're going to try your damnedest to get better. Woo, you know it. Man, I'm running low. Thought Carmella was going to have a broke nose after she took that table. Yeah, it went right into that beak. went right into the beak. Okay, recapping of the injuries that are going on right now. Dean Ambrose, tricep tendon injury, said that he would be back earlier. We're looking at early spring, early summer, late spring, early summer. So this projection of September, okay, we'll go ahead and shorten that sucker. We're going to put it for June or July. So we're going to put it for Jason Jordan, neck injury, don't know when he's back. Neville, contract disputes. He's still on the main roster page. Noam Dar, knee injury. He'll be back sometime next month. Alicia Fox, broken tailbone. She's going to be back around SummerSlam time. Maurice, baby was taken out of her belly. She's healing. Same, let's see, Epico had shoulder surgery cleanup. When will he be back? We don't know right now with Epico and Primo. We don't know what's going on with that. Samir Singh, torn ACL. Tamina, torn rotator cuff, due to be back for SummerSlam. And then finally, Bobby Fish, torn ACL and MCL. He is due to be back after SummerSlam. So, there's all your injuries. That's all the hurt peoples. And now it is time to talk about the Saudis. It's time to talk about this weird Friday pay-per-view that's going on at noon while I'm at work. While I'm bookkeeping and doing all kinds of stuff. There's going to be a wrestling show going on. So, before I start getting into the pay-per-view itself and the matches that are going on, this was brought up on a Wrestleview media page, on the Facebook page. It was an open letter from a Saudi regarding the greatest Royal Rumble. It was submitted, I hope I can get a timestamp on this somewhere. I want to say yesterday? It's either early this morning or last night. This was posted. Here we go. It says, "Hello, everyone. First of all, I want you all to know that I'm not writing this post to be hostile at all. I just want to clarify some things for everyone and clear the air a little bit, since it's been very negative lately in this sub. First of all, I know some of you think that Greatest Royal Rumble is propaganda and is only being held in my country, Saudi Arabia, because the Saudi royal family wants to sell a view of modernization of Saudi Arabia, and I understand where you are coming from. However, the country is changing. The culture is changing a lot in the last 2 years, and it's all because of our young prince that wants to give the wheel to the younger generation to shape our society the way they want, which I believe we needed since forever. Believe it or not, 2 years ago, we had no form of public entertainment at all. We had no concern, no concerts, no movie theaters, no Comic-Con, no entertainment events of any kind, and no wrestling shows that are advertised publicly because of our country's reputation. But now, we have all of those, and many of those events don't even segregate between men and women. I personally didn't even think for a second this day will come while I was alive. Saudi Arabia consists of more than 30 million people. 70% of those people are under the age of 30. And you know what? I guarantee you most of those young Saudis are more or less open-minded and want to be normal compared to the old generation that planted this conservative cancer into our society. But believe me, we are taking the wheel and the country is changing. Regarding women's rights, you might not know, but Saudi Arabia is pushing for women's rights these last 2 years and has been supporting the role of women publicly. Women will drive for the first time this June. Yeah, if you forgot about that. Yeah. And a while ago, the king issued a decree where he established a law against sexual harassment for the first time in Saudi history. For the LGBT community, however, they're not very lucky. I personally support them, and many people in Saudi, especially the young ones, support them as well. But we can't talk about it in public out of fear because, there is no freedom of speech in Saudi Arabia, and we can be jailed for words spoken. What I am trying to say is, think about this Greatest Royal Rumble event as a step towards the right direction for my country. We've been waiting for so long to be normal, to be like you guys, and to enjoy life like you do. We always wanted entertainment, and we finally got it, and we feel so lucky, and it's like a dream come true. And I assure you, women will wrestle in Saudi Arabia one day, but we have to be patient. Saudi Arabia is changing, but it takes time, and even if WWE decided to not hold this show in Saudi Arabia, it won't help. At least holding it with all the flaws present gives us hope and takes us in the right direction. Sorry for the long post. I just had to take all of this off my chest and to let you guys know that even if our laws and government is flawed in your eyes, we, the people, are much, much more open-minded and moderate. Most of us are. Peace. Fabulous. Fabulous. We can sit and complain about why women aren't performing there, but the problem is that when you do that, that alienates and ostracizes the culture that we are going over there to entertain, which, again, according to this young fan's letter, is one of the first open showings of entertainment this country has had ever. That's why this is a big deal. That's why this is a big deal. And yes, could they? How much is WWE getting for it? Who knows? Who knows? There are two things we should be taking with this. Money talks. Whatever money they're giving you to do, you go ahead and do it. Okay? If it's a substantial amount of money, you take it and you do whatever they say that they need you to do. But number two, if you can be the catalyst for helping to progress a society and make it more open to the rest of the world, then so be it. This isn't a setback by any stretch of the imagination. I really hope that people understand this. And me, I come from more of the capitalistic scumfuckery side of it. Okay, Saudi Prince gave me $50 million to put on a show, and this is what he wants on the show. You got it, boss. We're putting on a show for you. There you go. Enough said. Okay? Go ahead and throw society all you want into it, but money. That's what I want. It's money. All right. Enough of the political, societal diatribe. Okay? It's time to talk about the show itself. Greatest Royal Rumble. So, this is what we're going to do. We have got, counting from my tabs up here, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 matches on this card. 7 of them title matches. So we're going to make predictions. My record is not very good. Hope to get above 500 this time around. But unlike other shows, I hold my feet to the fire when it comes to my predictions. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to predict the matches, but I'm going to make locks. I am going to make 4 locks. That I say this is what's going to happen. Locks. If they don't, I take a shot. I take a shot on the next show. And what I'll be taking a shot of is this. This is Souza 100% Blue Agave Tequila, Signature Blue Tequila. This is what I made my margaritas out of after work last week. Yeah, I had like 2 margaritas out of it. Oh, God, it was so good. But, yeah. So, I am going to be making 4 locks. 4 of these 10 matches I will be predicting. 4 of the predictions will be locks. For each one I don't get right, a shot of that is going in my belly. So, there you go. No one else holds their feet to the fire like me. Okay? I hold myself accountable. I have integrity. Unlike some other podcasts. What can I say? They know who they are. I don't mention them by name because then you check them out. Time to do some predicting. God, I didn't mean for that to be so large. All right, Cruiserweight title is on the line. We got Cedric Alexander versus Kalisto. Yeah, Cedric Alexander's going to retain on this one. He just got that strap. Kalisto's mask is weird. Kalisto's mask is weird, and I don't understand why he has facial hair. Why do you have facial hair, Kalisto? That doesn't make any sense. Why do you have eyebrows, too? In fact, you shouldn't have any hair underneath that mask. You should be just smooth as a baby's bottom underneath that mask. But, yeah, the guy mistaken for Mysterio. Yeah, a lot of people thought it was Mysterio. You just see a mask, Mysterio. Yeah, that's who it is. Smackdown Tag Team Championship our favorites, the Hammer Brothers, the Cheese Brothers, the Bludgeon Brothers, defending against the Usos. I don't know what to make of this one. Naomi ain't showing up. Wow. This is kind of a tough one. I don't know. What do you guys think? You think Hammer Bros retain or Usos get it back? I'm not sure about this one. This one's like a coin flip to me. I know Naomi's not going to be involved. I know that. No, I'll take the retain. I think the Cheese Brothers retain. Yeah. Hammer Brothers retain. Put it that way. Yeah. Hammer Bros retain. Dun, 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 dun. Waching. It is going to be a long program. Yep. All right. Wyatt and Hardy versus Sheamus and Cesaro for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Here's your lock. It's Wyatt and Hardy. This is lock number 1. Yeah, it's going to be Wyatt and Hardy. Of course, I'm going to take the simple ones, but that's why when they don't happen, they hurt. Okay? But this one, I'll take the lock. I'll take Wyatt and Hardy over the bar to win the Raw titles. U.S. strap, Jeff Hardy versus Jinder Mahal. I will take Jeff Hardy in the lock. I'll take Jeff Hardy in that lock. U.S. title is going to be so boring on SmackDown. It's going to be so boring. Man. Fatal 4-way clusterfuck for the Intercontinental title is Finn Balor, smiling Finn Balor, and Samoa Joe, frowny Samoa Joe, with Seth Rollins defending said title. How's the tag balance on both shows? I meant. Well, first let me make this pick. Pick on this one, Seth Rollins retains. Seth Rollins retains on this one. How is the tag balance on both shows? On Raw, you're going to have a lot more teams like Wyatt and Hardy, like Titus Worldwide, Fandango, the Ascension to be there to get smashed. You've got Strowman and Lashley just got there. Owens and Zayn. Ziggler and McIntyre. Okay, I'm very sorry. You just don't have the team names and the matching uniforms and stuff like that. That's what you're going to have on Raw. Over on SmackDown, you've got the teams, okay? Usos, New Day, Bludgeon Brothers, The Bar. Okay? There you go. Oh, and I didn't even mention AOP over there on Raw. So, there's nothing really to fret about, you know. Nothing really to be concerned about when it comes to balance. There's plenty of balance to be had. Plenty of fun tag matches to be had, too. But this one, again, I say Rollins to retain. I've done 2 locks. Yes, I've done 2 locks right now. All right, next 5. AJ Styles defending the WWE title versus Shinsuke Me No Speak English Nakamura Fist to Dick. Oh boy, do I use a lock on this one? No, I do not. AJ retains. Yeah, AJ retains. Via disqualification. Fist to Dick. Universal title in the steel cage. Bork Laser and Roman Reigns. Bork Laser with the lock. I'm giving Bork Laser the lock on that one, buddy. What do you think I'm going to do here? What do you really think? Come on. You really think I wouldn't spend it? Yes, The Undertaker in a lock in a casket match versus Rusev. Absolutely. It doesn't really seem fair. I think I owe another lock. I will provide one more lock. Okay, 5 locks is what I'll do. But yeah, Undertaker is going to put Rusev in a casket like he was going to do and always going to do. No, Jericho. No. John Cena versus Triple H. Why? I don't know. Why are we doing this? I don't know. John Cena will win. Just put it that way so the kids like John Cena. So there you go. And then finally, oh boy. So I promised a fifth lock. It's going to be in this Royal Rumble match. Okay. Now bear in mind, what they are actually vying for is a trophy. There is a trophy that they're getting for this. Okay. That's what I was wondering, is what kind of thing they would be getting. Man, look at that frown on Jericho. Man, he could curdle chowder. Okay. Who do I have winning the greatest Royal Rumble? Man. I know Strowman's in it. Great Khali is in it too. But he's Indian. He's not Arabian. Yeah, I'll give Strowman in a lock. Yeah. Strowman, lock to win the Rumble. There you go. All right, so there you go. There's my predictions. That's enough. I'm scared. But yeah, for every one that I get wrong, taking a shot of this, I think I'm insured to probably take at least 2. I think I'll be taking at least 2 shots. Obviously, I know at least 1. There's no way in hell I'm getting all 5 of these right. Yeah, there's the little swords in the trophy and everything. Oh yeah, it looks really neat. Looks really snazzy. Yeah. When Braun Strowman wins it, he's just going to like have it in just one hand and just like, oh, hey, look at me. And he's just going to wave it around, you know. Okay, so those are the speculations. Those are the predictions. This is my near empty glass of scotch. Now empty glass of scotch. So what we're going to do, I'm going to bring up the stuff here because it is match time. It is happy fun times. It is happy tag team fun times because we're going to be watching Stan Hansen and Terry Bam Bam Gordy versus Genichiro Tenryu and Toshiaki Kawada from All Japan Pro 1988, nearly 30 years ago. This was a 5-star match by Dark Overlord Meltzer. We are watching this because, frankly, we've had good tag team fun this week, and so I thought I should watch a tag team match now. I've been watching too many single stuff. So, before we get the match started, I need to get fresh ice in my cup because I've got scotch here waiting for me. You go get some beverages yourself as well. I'll be right back. While I'm gone, enjoy this animation of Awesome Kong eating a turkey leg. And I'll be right back. I got my ice. Got my ice. Okay, that's enough. She's full. Okay. Got my ice. Okay, so we had some fun with Stan Hansen a couple of weeks ago in a match with Kenta Kobashi. So, yeah, Stan Hansen is a treasure to behold. I think I've only seen one match of Terry Gordy, and it's when he did some cameo matches in ECW. So I don't really know a whole lot about Terry Gordy. As far as the other two, Kawada, I have never seen anything of Toshiaki Kawada. Never have. But I do know Genichiro Tenryu made an appearance in a Royal Rumble. I think it was 93? It's 92 or 93, something like that. It was when WWE had signed a small little deal with All Japan to do crossovers. So I'm trying to remember, 89? Something like that? But that's all I know of Tenryu. So the only one I'm really familiar with is Hansen and a little bit of Gordy. But this is going to be a fun one. Okay. Dark Overlord Meltzer gave this 5 stars. It was not his first 5-star match. That was a tag team match. The very first tag team match that got Dark Overlord Meltzer's 5-star treatment was back in '86 during the NWA Jim Crockett Sr. Memorial Tag Team Tournament. It involved the Sheep Herders, or the Bushwhackers, versus the Fantastics. That was a 10-minute, and I watched this. I'm very sorry, I can't watch it on here because WWE has the rights to it. But it was a 10-minute garbage brawl, was what it was. It looked really fun, okay? But after that, this is his second tag team match. Legitimate tag team, not massive match, but tag team match that he gave 5 stars to. So, that's what we're dealing with here. So, prop your feet back. Get ready for some lariatos. Here we go. Rearing them back. All right. Hansen and Gordy versus Tenryu and Kawada. New Japan, 1980. All Japan, 1988. And here we go. Oh, I want to rewind. And there was much rejoicing. Watermark. Poodle water. On November 19th. Oh, John Tenta! Ooh! Ooh, I love me some Tenta! Brr! Love him. Ow! Ooh! Oh, Lariato! Okay, so they're showing how they got to the finals. Okay. November 21. トップロープを握っています。テリー・ゴディ、外ではハンセン鶴田、外ではハンセン鶴田。さあ、やつ、テリー・ゴディがまたパンチして、パワーボムだ、パワーボム、パワーボム、パワーボム。やられた、やられた、やられた、やられた、片付。一瞬にして間に合いました。一瞬にして間に合いました。さあ、やつの I'm digging this flashback. I'm digging this. ハンセンをジャンボ鶴田がカバーしている。リングの中、やつ奮起せよ。大事な愛知県体育館。どうしても勝ち点を拾いたい。ハンセンを場外、ハンセンは場外。さあ、もう一回倒してバックを取ってジャーマンが間に合いそうだ。人間鏡、ジャーマン、おっとハンセンまたカット。鶴田の狙いはハンセンですね、山田さん。
そうですね。まあ今のところね、チャンス流れの中でね、チャンスになってますんでね。そうですね。そしてまた、合体殺法が出てまいりました。ジャンボ鶴田とやつ。
Oh, he wants the chair.
さあ、合体コングロマリック殺法でありますが、今度はやつが狂気を出したぞ。目には目をといったところでしょうか。椅子攻撃でスタンハンセンの膝を打ち砕いた。さあ、モンスターぶりを発揮する。
Everyone's wearing the same trunks.
同じように助走をつけてあっという間にぶちかまします。右の人間魚雷ラリアット。やつの表情が一点に分かり曇り出した。うまくカットしたやつ。ブルドッグヘッドロックやっと決まった。初めて決まりました。やつのブルドッキングヘッドロック。あと勝負は2分だ。さあ、大きな山、本当に大きな山が何度も訪れたこの公式戦30分一本勝負でありますが、さあ、どうしても勝ちたい、どうしても勝ちたいところ。
Oh wow, they're flashing back through how all this. Okay, so we're flashing back, showing how this match came to be.
世界最高のパワーボム、元祖パワーボムいかない。うまく防ぎました。さあ、ジャンボ。
Oh, that's Jumbo Tsuruta. Okay.
ほとんど時間がなくなりました。 したほとんど時間がなくなりました。あと1分の勝負、30分の1本勝負であります。さあどちらかが勝ち点2を取るか、それとも引き分けて1点ずつを分けるか。スモールパッケージホールドテリーゴで八津義明が全身全霊で飛び込んでいきました。ジャンボ鶴田の表情もやや鈍くなってまいりました。テリーゴディあと30秒だ。さあローリングクラッチホールド、勝負がつくか。ハンセン後ろからのキック攻撃。さあ八つに手をつないだ。さあスターハンセンは八つを狙っている。ほとんど時間がない。30分一本勝負の
And the talks have broken down.
公式戦。さあスターハンセン、テリーゴディは4点、ジャンボ鶴田、八つ義明は、現在2点であります。さあどちらが勝つか。さあスターハンセンに手をつないだ。最後はウエスタンラリアットか。ウエスタンラリアットではありません。
DQ
キックの前にゴング。30分の一本勝負、フルタイム戦いました。ジャンボ鶴田八つ義明五輪コンビ、ハンセンテリーゴディ V1 を狙っております。ニューミラクルパワーコンビの対決、結局30分フルタイムでともに勝ち点1点ずつ。
November 28th.
悪いものにはまるでテレパシーがあ
So
るようであります。
Gordy
さあまた
and
黒攻撃。両選手ともこれ苦
oh,
労し
that's
たそうだ。
Singh.
持ってますね。
Tiger Jeet Singh.
しかもですね、喉とか目とか
I
非常に
think
鍛えにくい部分をこれ攻めてきますからね。
I think that's Tiger Jeet Singh, and there's Abdullah the Butcher.
トーキックをこれ差し終わった。今度は急所へ。
I think that's Tiger Jeet Singh. Yeah.
もう許せないやつが多すぎる。さあ完璧だ。さあしかしハンセン行く。ラリアットを打ち込んでもらいたい。ブッチャー返した。狂気場外転落スタンハンセン。谷さんラリアット打てないんですか。
打てないんですね。どうも間が悪いですね。
狂気攻撃あるいはパンチキックによりましてハンセンとゴディの攻撃は高橋さん全部単発になっているんですよね。
そうですね、やっぱりリズムがですね、本当単純になってるんですよね。
そうですね。さあ場外乱闘もう鉄柵も何も関係ない。ハンセンが狂気奪うか。さあ
奪い取りましたね。
やった長年の恨みつらみを晴らす狂気攻撃。
Of course, it's Abdullah the Butcher. You're gonna have some blood involved.
場外深く着席に入り込んでいます。ここで無情であります。
Hey, how's it going, HB? We're about to check us out. Terry, Gordy, and Stan Hansen versus Toshiaki, Kawada, and Genichiro Tenryu from 1988. What's up, guys? We're going to be watching some old 5-star matches from Dave Meltzer's list. And we're right now getting a flashback on why this tag team match we're about to watch is going to be happening. But this match is about 30 years old. Okay, I've never seen it before. How do you get to... Dude, okay, that's Tenryu right there. That's Genichiro Tenryu. By the way, if you like what you're watching or if you're interested, just give a follow. Talk about all stuff that's old school wrestling here. None of this flippy dippy stuff. Yep, and that's Kawada. So yep, here comes Kawada. Okay. So now I know who's who. Okay. Watch out! Cool, HB. I've been watching this stuff for probably about 32 years. And so, but I'm not one to tell you what's pro wrestling and what isn't. But the one thing I do love watching is stuff that I've never seen before. And this is something I've never seen before. So again, we're getting a flashback, and we're little trust fall elbow right there. What we're doing is we're getting a recap of this little tag team tournament apparently All Japan is having that will lead up to... I appreciate the follow, HB. We're getting a follow-up here to the match that we're about to get to. This is a tag tournament, apparently. So we have Jumbo Saruda in there. Don't know who he's teaming with, though.
さあその流れにややなってきたぞ。天竜から相手のリーダーから PF ボールを取る。トップラップ上がった、打った、落とした。エルボーの連続攻撃。
Such a lazy elbow.
まさに天竜らしさが出てまいりました。これが天竜イズムですね、山口さん。
そうですね。やっぱり
Pile driver. No power bomb.
反対にお返し、これで勝負がつくか。間に合った。やつ間に合いました。やつももう一文字に飛び込んできた。今度は川田にパワースラム。川田にパワースラム。相手軍団天竜同盟はノータッチ。さあやつもやつも天竜から飛び込むのを狙っている。縦の攻撃。
Give me a follow. Appreciate it. By the way, you see the bar up there on top? If I get to 100 follows, I will be sitting down and we're going to watch all of Wrestle Kingdom 12. I have yet to see it, so can't wait to see it. Yeah, without Muda, without paint or a mask. I don't know. I prefer the old Muda. Ah, so they won by count out. Okay. And the 10 and the 8, that's how many points they had. December 14th. Oh, what do we got here? Okay, so it's Gordy and Hansen. Who have we got here? Oh, wow. Oh, here we go. Lariato. Oh. Uh-huh. Phil Hickerson, okay. December 16th. Abdullah the Butcher. Yeah, it's Jumbo Tsuruta, yeah. Oh, God! Monkey flipped that big boy. God, Abdullah with that hamburger forehead. Tiger Singh, man. Singh is all about yelling. Oh yeah, Stan Hansen is all about the lariat, man. That's how he wins. Just the clothesline, that's all he needs. That's what it is about wrestling here in the late 80s, early 90s. You didn't have big, incredible moves that won matches. I mean, it would be something simple by today's standards. Uh-oh, trying to beat the count out. They beat the count out. Yep. They won by count out. Good garbage stuff. They're still hitting him with the hammer. Finally. So here are the top four. These are the top four pairs in this tag team tournament that they're having. And here we go. Time for the match. There's Tenryu, there's Kawada, there's Hansen and Gordy.
さあ、天竜源一郎、川田俊明チームの入場だ。天竜川田の新天竜同盟、どうしても今夜勝ちたい。あの雪の札幌決戦で優勝候補筆頭の五輪コンビに勝った勢い、戦力ダウンと言われながらも優勝戦線に堂々食い込んできた勢い、今夜こそ天竜同盟の総決戦だ。天竜川田の闘魂が5体にあふれています。天 同盟の存分をかけた男たちの意気込み
So
は
cool.
誠に美しい。そしてこの勝負に
Oh, confetti too.
世界タッグ王座のベルトを
Catch us if
手に
you
することにな
can.
りました。ハンセン、ボディに渡してなるものか。いよいよ天竜川田、覇権争奪の熾烈な戦いに挑みます。14点チーム、天竜川田、堂々入場。スタン・ハンセン、テリー・ゴディの入場の前に
Yep, Flower
試合前
Girls,
の
there they
豪華な
are.
セレモニー。
Flower
イベン
girls.
トコンパニオンによりまして天竜川田組に豪華な花束が贈
Big
られまし
large
た。
triangles holding you
さあ
flower,
ハンセン
giving
テ
you
リー・ゴデ
flowers.
ィだ。ハンセンの
All right.
シュラス戦場の開幕を告げています。
Listen to that crowd going over with these guys in Japan.
ハンセンゴディ、アメリカ代表。何かこの2人を見ておりますと確実に相手を倒すことにのみ凝縮されたメカニズム。
Listen to that crowd.
一切の戸惑いもなく
Yeah, look at that.
通常に脳をかけ血を吐い獲物を
Listen to that music.
まさしく戦闘軍団だ。鍛え抜かれた肉体ならではの技。15点。ハンセンゴディ
Oh, it's great stuff.
今ノリに乗っています。ゴディ最高のコンディション、テリー・ゴディ。今年の全日本マッチは俺が締めくくるスター・ハンセン。
Threw the hat into the crowd. Oh, look at him mugging for it.
過激にたくましくフットルースファイト、川田俊明。88、今年最後の見せ場。天竜に明け、天竜にくれた88年です。鶴田組がぶっちゃけ
Man.
リングアウト
Oh,
勝ち、
good
勝って
intros.
得
Good
点16点。
intros.
従いましてこの勝負、ハンセン組勝てば17点で優勝。天竜組勝てば16点で鶴田組と同点決勝という展
30-minute
開。
time limit.
そして
Okay.
時間切れ引き分けの場合は16点同士、ハンセン組対五輪組の同点決勝もあり得ます。解説はジャイアント馬場さんでございます。今年の世界最強タッグは開幕から非常に波乱に富んだリーグ戦でございました。それぞれのチームが山を越え
Kawada gonna start. Gordy gonna start. Here we go.
迫ったんでありますが、いずれのチームも獅子奮迅の活躍ぶり。中でも注目この川田。
Listen to him. Oh,
中でも注目この川田、男になった川田。さあ川田対テリー・ゴディ、この体の大きさが違いますけれども川田が大きく見えるんです。
cheers
馬
for
場さん、
Kawada.
川田が本当にこの一人前になりましたね。
そうですね、
対馬場戦の対戦の時には馬場さんにどうですか、過激なこの張り手を見せましたよね。
そうですね、そのね、
ええ
ああいうことがね、できるかということをね、
The other one, the deep voice you hear, that's Giant Baba.
はい、
He is the owner of All Japan Pro
や
Wrestling.
りましたね。
ね、先輩だからとか、僕ですからね、
はい
その張り手をということはね、僕まさか考えていませんでしたからね、そういうことがね、やっぱりできるようになったということは進歩でしょうね。
一皮向けた川田。さあテリー・ゴディからスタン・ハンセン。さあスタン・ハンセンの体にこのキック
Oh,
が
missed
通
him.
じるかどうか。実は左足のキックはもう本当に辛いんです、痛いんです。しかし泣きません。男川田、男川田であります。左足のこのくるぶしのあたり、それから頬のあたりはもううっすらと腫れ上がっております。本当に痛々しい表情の川田でありましたが、しかし俺の蹴りは下手なんだ、しかし思い切って今夜は行くぞ、こう言っております川田俊明。さあスタン・ハンセンにさあ、
Nope.
今回転エビを見せました。まさに大型スタン・ハンセン、この不沈艦スタン・ハンセンに堂々と挑んでいますこの川田俊明。しかし川田が捕まってしまいました。傑作攻撃、体の大きさは
力ありますからね、その力をね、その自分のスピードをね、小さいからスピードを出して対決しようとするんですよ、余計に振り回されちゃうんですね。ですからもうかえってのんびりというかデレッとしてた方がかえっていいんですがね。
そうですか。しかし気持ちの上では気が流行ってますよね、馬場さんね。
やっぱり動きが速くなりますよね。
川田の動きが止まったが、ここでスピンキック、
Oh, here comes Tenryu.
さあ天竜がいくぞ。天竜組14点、逆転優勝なるかどうか。天竜源一郎川田俊明、相手は1点上、スター・ハンセンテリーゴディ15点、勝てば天竜16点で優勝。もちろんハンセン組勝てば17点でトップを取って優勝であります。さあ天竜はハンセンにもゴディにも自信を持っています。 この優勝戦は天竜個人の戦いでもあると思います。がっちりと組んだヘッドロックに取った腰を下げた膝を開いた天竜。
Look at what.
さあ
Check out the knee pads on Gordy here. He's got some towels underneath the knee pads. What's he got going on
なん
here?
だキックだ。キック一番天竜。いずれも自信が伺えます。ハンセンゴディに勝てば天竜同盟の意識を、そしてこの勇気をさらに本人自身が感じることでありましょう。ブレンバスターも勝っている天竜であります。同盟の火は赤々と燃えています。このリーグ戦、今度はテリー・ゴディ195センチ130キロが飛んでまいりました。馬場さん、テリー・ゴディが非常に注目されてますよね、ハンセン軍団は。
コンディションを作ってき
Oh,
ま
here we
した
go.
ね。体もへこんできましたしね。
さあ、その動きのいいテリー・ゴディから王者スターハンセンにつながりました。スターハンセンのキック石ダース打って放送席に目前。さあ
It's gruesome.
頭を突っ込んだ髪の毛をむしり取るようだ。
Hanson's just so gruesome.
力対力の対決。スターハンセンが大きく左手を取ってなんでぶつかっていくか。アメリカフットボールタックルかショルダースルーで取ったエルボー一発で逆転。首を取った背中にすごい勢いです。キャメルクラッチ。さあ
Yeah, Hansen's just a gruesome guy.
今日のスターハンセンの出来は馬場さんどう思います？
すごいですね。
すごいですね。
気が入ってますね。
はい、まさに震える不沈感スタンハンセンと言っていいかもしれません。ハンセン対天竜、あえて馬場さんこの勝負を今見ておりますと、この宿敵同士からピンフォールを取りたいというような両者の気持ちのようですね。
そりゃそうでしょうね。
本当ですね。
Oh, apparently Tenryu is
さあ
okay.
そのスタンハンセンから
Now he feels okay.
テリーゴディであります。うまさが出てまいりました。このテリーゴディのパワーボム、元祖パワーボムと天竜の
Here we go.
比べ方もファンの皆様、見比べていただきたいと思います。ハリケの
And talks have broken down.
天竜は相撲で培ったこのハリケがあります。今勝ちました。今度はカナダが残ってきた。いったキック痛いとは言ってられない。テリーゴディをロープに来ました。フライングボディアタック。
フライングクラッシュバディ。
フライングボディアタック。しかし体は現在108キロの川田の力では一発でかわされてしまいます。パワーの差というんですかね、馬場さん。
ですからね、やっぱりこのレスリングはね、体が大きいということがいかに有利かということがね、つくづくお分かりになると思いますがね。
本当ですね。しかし川田はこのリーグ戦で、攻撃のパパだけではない。今スターハンセンの方向からまた逆襲。プランチャーに行った男度胸だ川田。プランチャーか飛んだ当たった。スターハンセンの内車に真正面から当たりました。
See, it's the simple stuff.
川田の成長、本当に目を見張るばかりであります。川田をさらに美しく輝いてほしい。そして熱く高く舞い上がってほしい。
Yeah, there's Baba there in the blue.
また力、パワーの差が見
Yeah,
ら
there
れ
he
る
is
かどうか。
down there in the bottom
しかし
corner.
川田は先ほどもちらっと触れましたけれども、攻撃の幅だけではありません。おっと、天竜が助っ人にやってまいりました。うわー、ハンセンの顔面に遠慮会釈なく。さあ天竜が顔面攻撃を見せました。凄まじいキックの3連発。これで川田有利になるかどうか。これが天竜の表情であります。さあこの川田また打っていく。この後おそらくつけ込まれる隙があるかと思いますけれども、川田の今度はこのなんて言うんでしょうか、忍耐力持久力のついたディフェンシングの、レスリングも美しく輝きを増しています。それも見てもらいたい。さあスターハンセンの猛攻を受けています。本当に五輪コンビの時には馬場さん8分間耐えましたね。
All the suits in the crowd. Man.
体も一回り大きくなったと言われております。川田俊明、本当によく頑張りました。持久力、耐久力、これさえつけばもう本当に一人前であります。川田俊明。さあこのリーグ戦の本当に新風を吹き込んでくれた、男、これが川田と言いましょう。さあテリーゴディ、ブロックバスター、強烈なブロックバスター、体重があります。135キロ全体重を乗せました。そのまま
I'll just casually stroll over here and stomp you on the head.
まさに自信満々。いつでも川田を取ってやる。
Casually walk back. Yeah, no big deal.
男天竜がちょっと心配そうに川田の動きを、見ておりました。さあ川田行って帰るか。なんだ
Okay.
川田ダリアットの第一弾。
I'll just take my sweet ass time getting in here.
ダリアットの変態行が見られるかどうか。合体殺法も非常に上手くなってまいりました天竜川田。さあ相手をテリーゴディを押し立ってサンドイッチの、キック構想しました。特に天竜の円髄切りが当たっている。顔面攻撃は川田だ。2人のダブル攻撃、今どうでした？
Tenryu just strikes me as a guy who just doesn't give a shit. He just really doesn't care.
川田のね
You know.
小さいながらもまともに当たっていくでしょ。それ
はい、
が素晴らしいです
そうで
ね。
すね。再び今度は天竜が助走をつけての左のラリアット、相手の顔面をかち割るようなそういう勢いが感じられます。さあネックブリーカードロップだ。天竜勢いが増してまいりました。天竜であります。どうしてもこの、優勝候補の筆頭のハンセンゴディを破って16点でトップに立って優勝をもぎ取りたい。
I don't know what they saw him in. I don't know what they saw in him either, Andrew. Except he just came over and just did the one match, and that's it.
何かを見せつつあります。その天竜であります。さあいい表情をしている天竜。濃い眉、射抜くような鋭い目。
He had a lot more
この
bringing
鋭い目は
Kawada.
ハンセンよりもゴディよりもこの重厚な光を放っています。その天竜の、光り輝く目であります。首4の字に取りました。寝技での展開であります。ここまでの流れをご覧になりまして、馬場さん。 どうしても勝ちたい天竜川田組ですけれども、勝つための最大の手段は何だと思いですか。
そうですね、やっぱり一人を外に置いて一人攻めですね。まあやっぱり理想を言えばハンセンを外に出してですね、で、ゴディを2人でね、ラリアットもう何発でもいいと思うんですね。
今度はハンセンが天竜の厚い胸板にチョップを6発見舞いました。やはりハンセンゴディが狙っているのは川田でしょうね、馬場さんね。
まあそうでしょうね。
はい、ペリゴディが助走をつけたの人間魚雷ラリアット。すごい勢いだ。
勢いがね。
Yeah.
もうこれ3階にいるお客さんにまで聞こえるでしょ。
いや、
この音が
本当そうです
ね。
ね。
こういう音がね、やっぱり川田にも出るようになりましたしね。その
What I just love is you can really see
倒れませんからね。
how much JBL wishes he was Stan Hansen.
さあ今度はスターハンセンにじり寄った天竜の左のラリアット。顔面をえぐったぞ。
JBL loves talking about Stan Hansen, and if you saw in JBL's as Bradshaw his debut match as Bradshaw or the Black Hawk, yeah, he wishes he was Stan Hansen.
同盟結成以来初優勝ということになります。一方の今有利なハンセン組でありますが、ブッチャー組と0点試合、鶴田組とフルタイム時間切れ引き分け、馬場組とリングアウト勝ち、そしてハンセンが勝ちますと4度目の優勝。ゴディとはもちろん去年に続いてのリング戦参加でありますが初優勝になります。さあ落ち着いた表情の天竜がまた逆水平を打ってまいりました。ハンセンをよろめかせます。強いぞ強いぞ天竜の逆水平チョップ。さあ今度は2プラ
What you doing, guys? Okay, there you go.
場内ゴーゴーたる声援、またキック3発4発1打数で5発6発7発まで続いた8発9発10発11ほぼ打ち出す攻撃。川田の頑張り、馬場さんどうです？
そういいですね。もうやめないとこいいですね。素晴らしいですね。
大きく伸びましたね。フットルースのパートナーの冬木が右にも言ってましたけれども、川田のこのリーグ戦痛々しいファイトだったけれども外人軍団とやっても大きく見えたとこう言っておりました。パートナーの冬木も褒めたたえておりました。この川田であります。さあ川田コール一緒。
Just walk on over here and get the tag.
川田、この感動的な声援に応えることができるか。立ち上がったと川田、大きく深呼吸一番。しかし青い一息、ここは頑張りどころ。ジャーマンやったジャーマンやった達成か。
Oh, just kick him.
ハンセン軽く足を出しました。思い切ったジャーマンスープレックスホールド。超満員日本武道館、すごい勢いでお客様が暴れ回ってまいりました。興奮の状態、お客様もこの4人の選手と同じようにこの寄っています。
Oh, yeah.
レスリングに寄っています。ラリアット、スターハンセンのラリアット、天竜が傑作オーバー。すごいラリアットです。さすがにハンセンのラリアット、ちょっと心配。天竜頭大の字、天を向いています。
Hansen just says, "Look, I've had enough of this shit."
もちろん優勝だ。ハンセンが追いかける。川田を捉えた。
Kicking the cameraman out of the way.
膝を止まっている。左の膝であります。左の膝は本当に痛々しい。全国22会場、いずれも我慢忍耐の勝負でした。川田、今度は天竜を一歩リングサイドに呼び込んでおります。さあこれが天竜、顔面を覆っています。やっつけられているのが川田。この控え室では倒れ込むように体を横たえました川田。それから宿舎では、まず痛めた足を冷水で冷やすことに1時間辛かったと思います。最後まで頑張ってほしい。天竜を引っ張り込んでまいりました。勝負の相手は天竜であります。川田は場外で伸びたままです。さあ一人相撲になってしまいました。天竜一人相撲。さあここは頑張りどころ。これが川田俊明であります。帰ろう川田。 耐えろ鎌田、耐えて勝って大トロフィーを胸に抱いてほしいと思います。リングの上、今度はテリー・ゴディ、思い切ってのしかかった。天竜もかなり打たれている。馬さん、天竜のダメージ正直なところどうでしょう。
They're still going at it outside. Kawada still wanting a piece of Hansen. Oh wow, he's just ripping the tights off him. You got that happening on the inside, and on the outside, you got Hansen beating the shit out of Kawada. Yeah, he ripped open his tights and grabbed his knee. Another chance for Tenryu. Dropping the knee down.
これが飛んでくるんですよ、馬場さん。そうですね。スピードがありますからね。はい、そうですね。さあ、ここでカウント2で天竜がまた跳ね返していきました。何かを見せてくれるはずだ、天竜。最後の最後、今年最後の勝負だ。勝って優勝、勝ち取りたい。天竜、エンジンだろう。わあ、おっと、水平チョップ、毛先にチョップ、テリーゴディ後ろから行く、羽交い締め。ああ、おっと、これうまく離れた。さあ、おっと、今度はエルボーを落とした。
Ref trying to pull Gordy off. You're not supposed to be in here. Get the hell back there.
このスタンハンセンの攻め、すごいスピードがあります。2位落とした。期待がバレそうだ。そう、今度は外、川田が捕まっている。さあ、天竜捕まった。スタンハンセン、カバーだ。
What I like about this is just messy. You know, it's just people clubbing, beating the crap out of each other. There's no rhyme or reason to it. The only thing you're seeing right now is that. Okay, where Hansen ripped open the tights to go after his knee. Uh-oh. Nope. はい、今度は正面にはテリー・ゴディがいます。まさにもうバラがどんどん攻め込んでくる怒涛の勢い。ハンセン・ゴディ。さあ、今勝負が15分が経過したところであります。ハンセンたちのチャンスですからね。 Slow count.
耐えれるかどうかですね。膝を随分痛められてますからね。
本当ですね。
そのまで天竜が頑張って時間を稼いでいると思いますがね、はい、こうやって2人でやられてしまうと、天竜も頑張りきれなくなってしまうんじゃないかと思いますね。天竜の死体が割れてしまいましたね。今度はハンセンが外に回った。また
Uh-oh. He got a chair. Alright, so we got a power bomb in the ring. Oh, talks are broken down again. What I love is just everyone is like, there's no rush. It's just, I'll walk over to you and beat the shit out of you. Oh yeah, by the way, my knee hurts. Ref, get up, while on the outside. You got him going after his knee. Uh-oh.
ワンツーを叫ぶ、心から叫ぶ日本武道館。もしテリー・ゴディ、スタンハンセンが勝ちますとワールドタッグのベルトも海外流出という最悪の結果になってしまいます。天竜川田、歯止めになるかどうか。ワールドタッグのベルトもかかった大一番。さあ、ダブルブレーンバスター。ここまで打たれてますよ、天竜が。馬場さん。そうですね。さっきね、川田が頑張って助けに入ったんですけど、その後またやられましたからね。川田の姿はリングの中にありません。戦っているのは天竜1人。
Trying to see some of the guys, member of the dojo, outside the ring, because I swear I thought I saw Kobashi. You got Gordy beating up Kawada on the outside. Well, he just noticed.
今度はスタンハンセンの猛攻を再び天竜が受けてしまいました。さあ、じゃあスタンハンセンが今度はエルボーを盛んに落としていきます。この特にハンセンの方は天竜をもう目の敵にしておりまして、天竜とはもう俺と個人の戦い、死闘だと公言しています。鶴田よりも現在は天竜に抱く執着心はものすごいものがあります。
And Kawada's still going after Gordy.
左膝が痛々しい。左膝をねじります。頭から落っこした川田バンティックス。これで完全に動きを止められてしまいました。リングの中では天竜とハンセン。さあ男対男の対決いったぞ。張り手。じゃあ逆転。一回倒した。
God.
すごい天竜のチョップ。まだ気合が入っています。表には人間魚雷ラリアット。テリーゴディ。
Oh, I love this chaos. This is good stuff. Just pure insanity hell going on everywhere. Enziguri! Enziguri!
最後の試合だ。さあ、天竜同盟の証を見せろ。天竜、今度は抱え上げてボディスラム。叩き落とした。執念がこもっている天竜。
Here comes a lazy elbow.
エルボー、空中エルボー当たった。これも当たった。抑え込んだ。天竜逆転優勝だ。フリーボディが正面に待っているんです。またちょっと一戦。さあ、髪の毛を掴んだ。また流血をおびただし、川田まだリングの中に入れません。もう試合の半分以上が天竜一人で戦っているんです。
Gordy, get your ass out of there.
相手は巨大ハンセンゴディ。今度はキックで一発返した。さあ、間を取ったエンジン。
Enziguri!
エンジンを倒れをする。今夜の天竜、まだまだ力があるぞ。これぞ天竜だ。天竜対ハンセン。パワーボム。空中でも舞い上がってパワーボム。
But Gordy's just camping in the corner. I'll show you how it's done. No, you're not the legal man. Get out of here.
天竜、さあ足に食らいついても勝ちたい天竜。今度はしかしハンセンのまたチョップ、逆水平のチョップが飛ぶ。天竜を持った。
Oh shit, there's the lariat. That's it.
そのまま抑え込んだ天竜、抑え込まれた。天竜がピーポールを取られました。
Jesus Christ.
最後はウエスタンラリアットスタンハンセン21分22秒の決勝でした。まさかが起こりました。天竜がハンセンに敗れて優勝しました。ハンセンフリーボディ組優勝でございます。
What makes that match is the insanity that Kawada is trying to do on the outside, while all the stuff on the inside is going on. It's more exacerbated by Hansen just ripping apart his tights and going after his knee. And Kawada still thinks that he's doing something good. Nah. He's still lying in a heap on the outside. Thought he could be a smart guy. Thought he could be a tough guy.
悔しい天竜。川田はもうすでにリングサイドで泣いているようです。全くリングの中に入ることができません。川田、天竜ピンフォールをスタンハンセンに取られました。優勝は
And that was the main event of the night because everyone's leaving.
まさに恐怖戦慄のしかし馬場さん戦い模様でしたね。
そうですね。ですけど最後は天竜は一人で頑張りましたけども、川田もよく頑張りましたよね。
いや本当ですね。本当ですね。
Okay, this was the finals of the tournament. Okay.
そうですね。
今の試合なんか見てやっぱり素晴らしい力を持ってますよね。天竜川田。
You know, what's Gordy doing?
ビッグゲームだったんではないかと思います。勝負タイムはもう1回21
Gordy's going through the crowd. There you go.
全国23会場で行われた
Commendation
世界
ceremony.
最強タッグ決定リーグ戦でしたけれども、馬場さん最後にちょっと締めくくってください。
Big ass trophies. Look at that.
の中でもですね、やっぱこの最後このメインイベントが一番やっぱり力の入ったいい好勝負だったと思いますね。ですから川田天竜このチームはやっぱりまた来年ですね、ジャンボ八つ組。
Now, who have we got back there? That's right. We got John Laurinaitis. That's right. That's Johnny Ace. That's right. You want to look back there? You want to check out who's got those mohawks in the rear? You want to make fun of this Joker? Yeah, Spivey. Yeah. Spivey and Laurinaitis. That's right.
とこのハンセン組ですね。あとはこの3チーム、これがまた来年
Oh boy.
巡り巡っていくんじゃないかと思いますね。
なるほどね。
やっぱりまたアメリカからですね、今度はピッド・スミス、このチームも入ってきますからね。
And they get the big check for lots of $100,000. All right.
10万ドルの今小切手が大型の小切手が、日本テレビの大久保スポーツ制作部長より今
Now you see, isn't that something that you would want to be going for in the Greatest Royal Rumble? A big fat check of $100,000, big ass trophies to hoist over your head. No, we're not going to get that. We're going to get a weird looking trophy with swords on it. No money involved because the WWE is getting all of that fat paycheck, dirt, cabbage, lettuce, green money. That's what they're doing. But man, was that fun. It was all about Kawada trying to be a hero and doing some wacky shit on the outside and Hansen saying, hell no, son, what is that stuff you got on your knee? Let me see that. Just ripping it open. That's fun stuff right there. No, that's good stuff. I can understand. I don't get the whole rating thing. I mean, I'll just say that's a fun match. That's a real fun match. Don't know if it's as fun as the hot tag. I don't know. I don't know if it's as fun as the hot tag. Though the hot tag was a lot more fun. Sorry, I can't help myself. I want to get lost in the fun. It's so good. The hot tag is so good.
Of Strowman. And now Sami Zayn feels the wrath of Strowman. Where's he going now? Wherever he wants. He just got back to his feet, and he got steamrolled again.
Flip cell.
And now it's Sami Zayn's turn.
God, it's like Strowman swinging a redwood with those clotheslines.
Turn inside out. Kevin, don't get up.
That's them hands.
Don't get up, Kevin. No, drop kick.
T-Rex drop kick from Braun
You
Strowman.
gotta be kidding me. Booker just threw his pencil up 40 feet in the air.
All right, that's enough of that. All right. That's enough of that. Want to thank you all for joining into the show. Lots of tag team insanity going on. I love the drop kick. I love it too, Andrew. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much to all the new people we had following. Navigator CJ Bowman, HB. Yes, so many others. I got to go up here. I got to give you the recognition that you deserve here. Hold on. Let me bring up my things here because I want to be nice to you. I've got to mention you by name. Okay? Got to mention you by name. Because I got to be nice. I got to be nice. I got to be. You've been doing this. You all are so awesome. Okay? Go back to this. Go back to that. I am live. I am live. Hibbity, hibbity, hibbity. Hibbity, hibbity, hibbity. Where is my channel? There is my channel. Where are my followers? There are my followers. Habba, habba, habba. There you are. Hey, I'm talking about the Yammy Kid, HBN, and Navigator Bowman. Thank you so much for following, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Stop on by when I start the show at 8 o'clock on Eastern every Wednesday. And you'll catch me getting up, talking about your Raw and the Smackdown, all the news that's happened for the week. Maybe get some more predictions going on. But the big thing is always at the end of the night, checking out a match from either Dark Overlord Meltzer's list of 5-star matches, and then some, or if you have a match you would like me to watch, send it to me direct message at Direct Wrestleview is the handle on the Twitter. I'm not sure what I want to watch. I don't know if I want to stay on the tag team kick. You know, I don't know if I want to stay on the tag team kick or if I want to even stay that old. Maybe if I go something a little more 90s. You're mentioning Great Muta. Let me see. There was Vader Great Muta. Yeah, how about some Vader Great Muta? This time we'll do Vader Great Muta. Let's see. Where are you? Where are you at? Yep, there you are. Yeah, there you are. Yeah. New Japan G1 Climax 91, August the 9th. Great Muta, Big Van Vader. There we go. We'll get that one in next week. I promise we will get that one in next week. I thought about doing it for this week, but honestly, the Braun Strowman hot tag on Monday had me thinking I wanted to see a good tag team match. So there we go. So yeah, next week on the docket is going to be Muta Vader. Okay, more for me being the big Vader fan. Okay, and I'm sure for Andrew in the chat being the Muta fan. But tune in next week. That's what we're going to be doing. Until then, I'm Doug. Check out Friday. Greatest Royal Rumble is happening at noon. 5-hour-long show. I am very sure we have a recap that will be happening on YouTube from us here at Wrestleview. Unfortunately, I will not be a part of it. I will be at work. But just stay tight. Check out Wrestleview.com, and we will have all the updates for you regarding we will be having a recap show involving the Greatest Royal Rumble. So stay tuned for that. Keep in touch with that. Until then, I will see you all next week, and if after that, you'll probably see me covering the Backlash pay-per-view. That will be next month. But until then, I catch y'all next week.